Hello students, welcome back to the online class again. Now today let's start a new chapter, that is input and output devices. As we have completed the IPO cycle of the computer and the main parts, the four main parts of the computer in the previous class. Now today let's start our new chapter, that is chapter number 3. The first video session class of chapter number 3, that is input and output devices. Now let's see what are input and output devices. Input and output devices. Now before starting the chapter, let's see some parts of the computer. That is parts of the computer, that is what is this part called? This is called monitor. I have already written here. And what is this part of the computer called? This is a keyboard. So I have written a keyboard here. And what is this? This is a mouse. This is a system unit. You can call it as also CPU. And these are the speakers. Chapter number 3 IPO cycle of a computer togre. Then the main parts of the computer, four main parts, that is the monitor ne, mouse ne, keyboard ne, CPU ne. See, four main parts of the computer togre, IPO cycle togre. During the next chapter, here comes the input and output devices never. So before starting the chapter, how we among the see parts the blank but I have already written here in sana erase this is called a monitor, this is called keyboard, this is called mouse, and this is the system unit, and we can call it as also CPU and this is the, as we all know that this is a speakers okay. Now in the previous chapter we have learned that computer follows the input process output cycle, the input process output ID IPO cycle that we have already learned in the previous chapter. Mamang chapter input process output ID IPO. Okay, input process output ni sise koina eyes olan gi hagadi koina ising ji hana input ni do freeze ta hapchalani, then process to on freeze hapchalaga when eyes olaga puthoropa having chimba ma'am ama koi hanga tawge. Now let us learn some more about the computer parts that have a computer in this cycle. The input process output king pangiba computer ki parts kara holi makha chathabo ina yengasi. Now let's see here. Input devices. Now what are input devices and what are output devices? These we are going to learn in this chapter. Input devices haisna kaino, output devices haisna kaino haibajini akoina siki chapter da asi tamgadruji. Okay. Now the parts of a computer which help in giving input to the computer are called the input devices. Let us learn about some common input devices. Akoina input devices haibasi karino, the parts of a computer which help in giving input to the computer. Computer da akoina input pisalize, input pisan ba haidi kaino akoina computer da kaino ma tawna bai damta computer da akoina pisalibdo sibu akoina input devices ko pisan ba matamda changiba posak to device to ko akoina sijanariba device to posak to adubu akoina kari haiba akoina input devices have haidi aina saida suppose I want to type a name Rama, R-A-M-A, Rama, type to hagadi. Now using what device we should type that R-A-M-A, Rama alphabet that we should use for typing that we should use a keyboard. Upon keyboard season keyboard R-A-M-A, Rama and Thadanel. So these keyboard which is used to type letters is known as the input devices. Now if you want to open a movie or play a song, what you have to do, you have to use the mouse and double click on the file video or the output of the video or the audio file do kaina mouse na double click to in ko mouse na double click to rakanda kaina sije video on track na play to ka dene ala ka je kaina input sina ki function du puthok ka dene open down of the video na track audio file gi function du open down na ba kaina ka doni mouse na left double click to ka dene akoina season is input pishali ntra. That is why this mouse is also known as a input device. Then scanner, if you want to put a picture here, if you want to scan a picture and keep it on the computer danangi photo do hapsan ye hagadi, what you have to do, you have to keep your photographs here, then close the lid, then after that you have to use the software for the scanner, then you can scan and you can put that picture into the computer just so copy in happen. But what we get through paper is known as the hardware, hard copy, sorry, not hardware, hard copy. When a photo in a hard copy ko ever. Do a computer manung de yeng when a soft copy ko ever. So hard copy ama soft copy do on top do when a season aga scanner season aga scanner gi mating to the computer the hapsalini si photo ji computer da manung hapsalini na when input pisalini computer. That is why this is also known as a scanner. Microphone. Now we give our voice as input to the computer and it will come out to the speaker as output. That is why it is mic is also known as a input device. Now let's see here keyboard. Now we give data and instructions to the computer through the keyboard. We give data and instructions to the computer especially through the keyboard. That is why this keyboard is also known as a input devices, as I have told you. Then after that, mouse. A mouse is a pointing device. It helps us in giving instructions to the computer. For example, we click on the close button of a window to close the window. Now a mouse is a pointing device. Now I am using a mouse. Now when I move the mouse to the left, the mouse pointer moves to the left. When I move the mouse to the right, the mouse pointer points to the right. When I move the mouse to the top, the mouse pointer points to the top. Now it comes down below like this. Now whenever I move the mouse, this mouse pointer will move. That is why it is known as a pointing device. Now I am pointing the chapter and I'm pointing the topic here, input devices, in the subtopic mouse here pointing, okay, using the mouse. That is why it is known as a pointing device. Ay yung khutna si pairaga mouse se pairaga yet roma chale, oi roma chale, yet roma chale, mathak chale, makha chale, mouse na sijanabi hai. Then mouse na aina sida sigi topic input devices have sigi subtopic mouse sida mouse na paje click toroga aina a mouse is a pointing device na hujine ta ise is a mouse na pointer in. That is why it is known as a pointing device. Now it helps us in giving instructions to the computer. Computer da ina next page sa lagi the mouse key left mouse button de tak click to rồi click ana then next page sa khane or I should point or using this mouse pointer je pointer makha put rakho dumla. Now you can see the arrow left pointing arrow here and you can see here right pointing arrow. Now if you want to go to the previous page, see left pointing arrow. Now you go to the previous page, input and output devices, chapter number 3, which we have done already. Okay, if you are going to the next page, you can go here and you can click here like this. The next page, the current page, what we are learning, it comes here. Now, for example, we click on the close button of a window to close the window. Window is when a close also lagi haragadi when a mathaka kakalaga sida minus sign namane duga square box am lemani mathanga close button am lemani. This minus sign is known as a minimize button hai khangi koina marakidana maximize button. Then last one is a close button. The close button to the click toroga close option mouse key through the. As I have told you, when video monitor audio ma play to so mouse pairaga mouse key left mouse button so left mouse button, this is the right mouse button, this is the scroll wheel. Okay, see left mouse button says double click over. We can play a video or an audio, or we can open a picture, or we can open a file. Double click over. Okay, now comes the scanner here. A scanner is a device that we can connect to a computer. Computer the connect of the scanner season. The picture is the hapsalani, and photo picture is the hapsalani, close the then computer the transfer to using the scanner software season. For the hard copy pictures है hard copy को भी hard copy से computer hapsalaga soft copy on top. Now it works like a photocopy machine. Okay, when a photocopy machine has Xerox logo is we use a scanner to copy documents or photographs into the computer. So when a lalikumba nataga photographs ko hapsalaga computer hapsalba. Or if you borrow a book from your friend for only 1 day. Now, if you didn't finish that book in a 1 day, or you think that you cannot finish that story book in a 1 day, then you can keep the copy of that book. Pause the hapsalani, duga says scan toroga page coding scan toroga like to nana computer hapsal hoga, and the friend the hayang nangi like to pitokani, and computer hang over computer nang way to phone pabe. Okay, or if you have some documents, some 7 8 documents, you need it. Maybe you think that you need, you may be needing in future, so you want to keep the document. That document you can keep on the scanner here and put it on the computer for future reference. Ona koi season ani pa da season ani pa yai khalagadi season ani pa yai khalagadi koina sigi scanner sida hapchalani, scanner sida hapchalaga computer da hapaga thamoba. Duga hayang koina future da season agi ha kana tum season agi ha kana computer dagi hangdo ga yeng su ya. That time we can use this scanner. Now, microphone. Now, we use a microphone to record our voice or any sound on the computer. A microphone is also called a mic. Microphone degi koina mic sida mic chenang loga mic tang ha je at short ta. Okay, shortcut ta koina mic and seasoning. The full form of this is microphone. Microphone, so now we can record our voice the computer, and we can hear it through speakers. With the help of speakers we can hear through the with the help of speakers. Microphone ni mating na koina computer da akoigi voice natra sound se record over, or you can sing a song and record into the computer. Now these are the input devices here. Now these are known as the input devices. Okay, once again I'll read out from here. Now input devices, the parts of the computer which help us giving input to the computer. Computer da koina input patient da season and device in do koina input devices ko we have any kari input devices examples kari no examples kari no hangati keyboard, mouse, scanner and microphone. Okay, now let's move to the next topic, that is output devices. The output devices are together. Let's see here. There is an exercise given here. Now testing time. Tick the correct option. It helps us to copy documents into the computer. Computer documents copy tong nambai damukta koina karamba devices na isi ma'am sida. This is a mouse. Mouse is a nabra. This is a scanner, as we can see from the picture. Picture tinga koi kangai sina scanner ni, sina mouse ni, sina keyboard ni. Already computer da document copy tong nama karamba season na koina. We use a scanner. So you can click here. I've already clicked here. Now it is used to point to items on the computer. Computer the items point on a pointing device. Now what is known as a pointing device? A mouse is known as a pointing device. So you click on the mouse here. Now options given are here keyboard, then CPU, then mouse. Ohum jenis da PG, ohum jenis da koina maru ba karamba the mouse is the click to any the mouse is the pointing device. Output device. The parts of a computer which help us getting the output from the computer are called output devices. Akoina computer da input pisan from matungda output thola iba poto kadai de ubu phangi haibu chingbu koina kadai de ubu phangi adu bomba device sing bu koina output devices. Suppose if we watch a movie, okay, using the mouse, which is an input device, you double click on a video or a film. So where can you see or view the video or the film? Nang video na film ama double click tawga mouse input device oiba mouse on double click tawga hangdokpa matamda nang thariba video na film kai de upang monitor da. Therefore monitor is a output device kai de upang ge. And suppose print out lo pa me chemada computer dagi mouse, with the help of mouse or using their keyboard, you print a page. Where can you get the page okay to printer da. So printer is an output device. Or if you say something on the microphone, which is an input device. Microphone da input device microphone na ego mo wa mangang matamda kadai to do speaker da. So speaker is an output device. mic haibadi microphone is an input device when your voice officially nina when officially your voice kada thole speaker da so speaker is an output device. Now let's see here. Let us learn about some common output devices. Monitor. The first place where we see the output is the computer screen on the monitor. The first place where we see the output when output ubo phangi krai phangi computer ki screen se computer ki screen natraga monitor se ubo phangi. The output which we see on the monitor is called the soft copy when a computer da uriba output to ubo khoi kari hai soft copy hai computer manung ni yaw sing je photo oigera video oigera mayam se si bo soft copy hai. Okay. Juga punya C da wena printer lo to printer da printer lo C da lo pasna hard copy. Juga computer manung yaw pasna soft copy. Okay. Now printer. Sometimes we need the output on a paper. We use a printer for this purpose. The output which we get on paper is called hard copy. So say that we need the output on a paper. Punya paper da we say that. We need the output on a paper da when a printer to look up we use sida when a printer da print raga hard copy che the thola pose when a hard copy have the output we get on paper is called the hard copy and which we can see inside the computer is known as the soft copy. Computer manung do ubo hong sina soft copy monitor manung do ubo hong computer yaw sina soft copy ngatani and akoina che da oina print tawraga tholiba photographs oigera or some documents oigera che da oina tholakpa je siji buna koina hard copy have. Now hard copy we can touch, we can feel, we can see the but for soft copy we cannot touch, we cannot feel. Soft copy di manung yaw nya koi theng mangam de pai bangam de hard copy di koi theng mangami pai bangami. Okay. Now let's see here. Next is the speakers. Now speakers help us hear sounds from a computer which we speak through using the microphone. Microphone of voice in speaker or if you play a music, a video, then that sound or the film or the video file or the audio file will come through these speakers. The speaker help us to hear sounds from a computer. Usually a pair of speakers is attached to a computer. Computer the speakers ani ni yawnei nakanda ani ni yawnei matamda. Okay. Usually a pair of speakers is attached to a computer. Or tongana speaker phaba may sing taba yam long taba speaker ni tongana lor hapchara je dubu computer gi leibu matamda speakers mine nakanda ani di compulsory ram yawali. Now testing time. Names of some computer parts have been broken into parts. Computer ki part khara se koina board part khara ki board ki part ki word se koina tokai tahale match two parts into the ani thonga tokai tahale bisi with the correct picture to complete the name of that part. Si jibu koin kari hai si koina speaker hai khangai. So SPEA sima tongai na tare. The word speaker is divided into two parts. SPESP. Si line to sadani. His honor kanda KERS speakers. Now this is a monitor's name MONI moni. If there's a match only, then you can match again on the DOR word DOR monitor. Matanda PRIN print and TER printer, as this picture is a printer. All the devices you learn about these in this chapter must be weighed properly. They need to be handled carefully. They all must be cleaned with a dry and a clean cloth. Dry must be avoided. Dust must be avoided at all cost. When you see the season computer ki part ko neat and clean the thamgadabani amasung sengdokpa matamda dry haidi akangba amasung asengba pona sengdokadabani aduga amotpa changhaloi dabani kedongaida computer ki part ko amotpa changhaloi dabani. Okay, now let us recall our chapter. Now we have completed here chapter number 3, input and output devices. Here we complete chapter number 3 rồi. Now we give input to the computer through input devices like keyboard, mouse, scanner, and microphone. We get output from the computer through output devices like monitor, printer, and speakers. Now the exercises, let's see here, take the correct option. We use this to give data and instruction to the computer. Data and instruction pipse karamba part seasonai, monitor seasonabra, keyboard seasonabra, CPU seasonabra. Obviously, with a keyboard and a mouse. Keyboard seasonai, mouse seasonai, so take care. This is not an output device. See, ma'am, the output device not the printer is an output device, monitor is also an output device. This CPU is a processing device. So this is not an output device. So you can take here. Then output coming out of this is called a hard copy. Mouse ki thola pasibu hard copy cobra, monitor ki thola pasibu hard copy cobra, or printer ki thola pasibu hard copy cobra. Obviously, this whatever comes out from this printer is a hard copy. As you say, the printer thola pasibu, so you can take here in printer. And next is match these devices to their names. Obviously, this is the speaker, this is the monitor, this is a printer, this is a scanner, this is a keyboard, this is a microphone. This is very easy. Okay, as easy as ABC. To see a soft copy. Soft copy monitor. Now name the devices that you will use to see a soft copy monitor. To get a hard copy, obviously printer. Listen to songs, speakers. Type a letter season keyboard. Click on a mouse on screen. Click mouse. Now write names of any 3 input devices, any 3 output devices. Input devices keyboard, mouse, microphone. Okay, ngasay ako'y tawagibusing output devices monitor, printer, speaker. Now what is the output obtained on a monitor code? Monitor da tholak sibu koina output sibu koina kari hai khangnai, soft copy hai khangnabra natraga hard copy hai khangnabra. Soft copy hai khangnai, hard copy di printer tholak koina hard copy hai bani. Aduna monitor tholak koina soft copy hai, so you can write here soft copy. Now while doing these exercises, it will remind what we have already learned. Okay, just recalling your knowledge. Exercises revision. Name the devices that is used to get a hard copy in output. Hard copy device to devices obviously printer season again as printer hard copy is a printer. You can write here printer. Now here complete our chapter number 3, and we have done the exercises also. Okay students, for today let's stop here. Okay, in the next session we'll do another topic. Okay students, stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy.